it saddens my heart that people living with disability or people living with impairment money, with all the monies, those who are able, you said you are suffering. So just imagine those who are not able. So you go and spend their money, and you shamelessly sitting there telling us that you've paid part of the money. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? No. Because when it comes to people living with disability, instead of you to help them, you don't help them, but rather you keep their money and dip your hands in their money to spend their money. And now you are sitting there telling the whole Ghana that you pay part of the money.
Enim guasienti no washada akata na nim DCE no oto no waye chofo himan lower dencha DCE Patrick Fiagbere enim guasienti no washada akata na nim disable fo sika omude omu nsabom sika omu fama yenuamu asebi omu atochima na omadi dem no omude omu nsabo sika nim enya no nko sika omu fama needy student a school fo a omu ni bi na efie nya no eno so a omu atene sika no so wodi yenkohwe full video ni mira bere okopie eye committee on local government and rural development enimu no. You
are welcome. Is it a DCE or MC?
Honorable Chair, DCE.
Why didn't you come when it was your turn to attend to us?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I wasn't well, so I told my dean. By then, we had a transition. My coordinating director was moving out, and then the new one was also coming in. By then, the new one hasn't reported. She came, but had not resumed, more or less. That was why. So I informed my dean.
So now you are well?
I'm well, but I have cold or flu.
Cold of what?
Flu.
Of what?
I'm coughing and then also sneezing, Honorable Chair.
That is what was wrong with you the first time? Or there was something else?
It was because we did some sanitation at one of our dumping sites. We cleared there, and after that, I didn't take it easily. So that was why.
So what is happening in your district?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. My district is doing well, but there are some challenges. One of the challenges is internet connectivity in most of the towns. And then also, almost about 90% of the towns are connected to the national grid, about 10%. And then the connected ones, since 2012, there hasn't been any extension of electricity to the other sites that have come to settle at the various
So you
towns.
have about 90% of your district connected to the national grid?
Honorable Chair, I must say yes.
That's good.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
So try and get the 10% connected. Then you would have the first district that will have 100% connection to the national grid.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
So far, you are the first person. So how much do you generate internally?
Honorable Chair, this year we have projected 822,714. And we have actualized about 518,313 as of last month, September.
900. How much is your common fund?
So far, Honorable Chair, we have received 5,936,360 cedis for the two tranches.
That's all?
Yes, for the two tranches.
How much money are you generating internally?
This year, our target is 822.
How much have you generated?
We have generated 518,000.
But you are not generating enough. That's why you borrowed from the people living with disability.
Honorable Chair, thank you.
Go to page 43 or 58. 58 or 68. 43 or 68. You borrowed 90,955 and you have still not paid. Now we have paid. The comment is that it's been partially implemented. What is the meaning of where is Chairman? Chairman, what's the meaning of partially implemented?
Okay. Honorable Chair, some has been refunded. Others, so it's now left with 30,000. So I think that person or that amount has been refunded. That's why I said it's partially implemented.
When are you refunding the rest to the people living with disability?
Honorable Chair, thank you. It has been refunded. So with all due respect, Honorable Chair, I'll ask my finance officer to throw more light on it.
Please go ahead.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair, as at the time of the audit, 60,000 had been refunded, implemented.
60,000.
60,000, and then we have refunded the remaining 30,000. We have the evidence here, the bank statement and everything here.
So now that you've gotten the money back into the accounts, have you given it to them?
Yes, Honorable Chair. They have requested the fund for their economic activities, which we have released to them. But as we are speaking now, they are yet to request for the second quarter that came. So we are expecting their letter before we can release that one also to them.
Please, can you give me evidence to show that you've refunded their monies to them? Clerk, can you pick for me? Do the following.
Thank you, Madam Chair. DFO. Who is DFO? And finance. This is finance officer.
Yes, Honorable Chair, I'm here.
So the two, I want to know the DFO and because the two of you are the spending officers. So I want to.
Is the district finance officer and the district coordinating director.
Okay. You see, sometimes it saddens my heart that people living with disability or people living with impairment money, with all the monies, those who are able, you said you are suffering. So just imagine those who are not able. So you go and spend their money and you shamelessly sitting there telling us that you've paid part of the money. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? No. Because when it comes to people living with disability, instead of you to help them, you don't help them, but rather you keep their money and dip your hands in their money to spend their money. And now you are sitting there telling the whole Ghana that you pay part of the money. It's your making time. We spare you.
You do it, I'm coming. Sometimes we should just learn to do the things right. You've refunded the money, but you did it on the 2nd of October when you knew you were coming here. And I'm sure it's some of the reason why you didn't even come when we called you the first time. You were waiting to go and put the money there before. So you see why the honorable member is angry. It's not as if you have paid this money and you have shared it. You just want to put it in the account. Why? And now that you put it in the account on the 2nd, and it's barely a week ago, yes, are you sure you are going to give it to the people living with disability?
Honorable Chair, we're going to do that.
You are going to do what?
We're going to give back to the
How would
beneficiaries.
we know as a committee that you have given it to the beneficiaries? How are we going to know?
Honorable Chair, when that is done, maybe we can furnish your outfit with the necessary.
What is the time limit that you would give it to them? When?
Honorable Chair, when they apply, this time we'll be doing some disbursement.
Who is your member of parliament?
Honorable Lawrence Ajinsem.
When are you doing the disbursement?
We have done cash disbursement. Now we are going to buy items and other things that will be given to a few of them.
DCE, I'm not comfortable with your approach. All of you, I'm not comfortable. I don't like that.
We'll be doing that in next month.
Next month mean, God willing, November.
Yes, honorable member.
So you're just going to put the money in the account, knowing that you are coming and we will ask you So this is a facial thing. After that, you are going to remove the money and put it back where you took it from.
Honorable Chair, we're not going to touch it again. Honorable Chair, if I might add something to it. We took the money last year when we were inaugurating our district court, and then also were providing orientation for our elected members.
Now that you are explaining, let me give you the rules. I'm giving you 2 weeks. Go and refund the money to them in whichever way, whether it is physical money, whether it's through items, whether it's through whatever it is, and update the committee. The clerk, can you write
Thank
it?
you, Honorable
In 14
Chair.
days. We are not waiting to next month. And I hope you will not go near their finances again.
Honorable Chair, yes, please.
So, clerk, within 14 days, they should come back and update us. Oh, no, he's taking the... In all the details. Honorable Fred, can you go ahead?
Madam Chair, thank you very much. On a lighter note, the Black Stars is leading by 1-0. Madam Chair, page 41 or 46. Page 41 or 46. We'll qualify to the work, don't worry. Are we there? Page 41 or 46. Cash irregularities. Irregularities in disbursement of funds to needy students. You were supposed to pay some money to needy students. You haven't paid the money, and you haven't taken any action on it. Can you update us the status, please?
Honorable Chair, it's not that the money were not given to them. The money were given to them. But what the auditors were saying was there were some documents that were supposed to be attached with the funds released to them. And they were mentioning their ID cards and then their admission letters as at the time of the audit. But we were able to get in touch with them, and then we produced the documents to the auditors within the 30 days that the management letter was issued. So they cleared us. So if you look at the Auditor General's report, it didn't appear because we were able to give them what they were demanding to them before the Auditor General's report was issued.
Madam Chair, if you check the recommendation here, it said we recommended that the DCE, DCD, DFO should provide the necessary document to authenticate the payment, failure of which the total amount should be refunded to the Auditor General's recovery accounts. So you didn't show any evidence of the payment. And you are saying here in your last remarks column that it has not been implemented.
Honorable Chair, as I'm saying, at the time the audit management letter was issued, within that 30 days period, we were able to provide all this evidence to the auditors. And as a result of that, we were cleared. So when the Auditor General's report was even published, this issue wasn't part because we were able to clear it within 30 days.
Madam Chair, if you leave, can they provide the evidence to the committee? Thank you.
Who is the audit chair, please? Can you come in? Can you come in and explain yourself?
Okay. No. from the management letter, it was there that it has not been presented, that the evidence has not been presented. So our last meeting, we gave up to April 2025. So as at the time that we combined this report, it had not been implemented, but the clearance came after this report.
I hope you are being honest with this because
Yes,
you sworn an oath.
Yes, please.
Okay, so you have 2 weeks to let the committee know that the people living with disability are holding on to their money or the items. You are discharged.
Tejima Municipal back to the seat.